Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Well, we're going to do another one of these where we have our schedule for the week for you all right here on my YouTube channel. Of course, normally we would do it in a community tab. However, though, there has been some recent news that I think, well, at least when with the Muskies there is, so that's kind of why we decided. I could have waited until Wednesday night when we did, or well, I guess I'm already kind of previewing what's going on, but there's been a couple of news little items that I could have waited until Wednesday night to do, but just decided we're going to do this right now. So yeah, it's kind of weird to hear all the crickets and stuff at like 6:30 at night. Like that just seems weird to me, but hey, that's what happens. We're inching closer to fall. I think Saturday or Sunday is the first official day of fall, so yes. Alrighty, but yeah, we're gonna get to the week here. So we'll start out with Wednesday night. Now, Wednesday night, as you know, we will have the very first game of the Musketeer season between Sioux City and Dubuque, and it will be in prime time too. Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We will be on the air for that one. Sioux City will take on Dubuque. However, though, before that game even takes place, we made a couple of roster moves. We did a couple of trades. We traded to Fargo. We traded Jordan Ron to Fargo, which I'm kind of sad about because we didn't get to see him all that much, really at all, with the Muskies. This would have been his second season going in. However, though, he didn't play hardly at all. He got injured during the school day game last year, so we didn't really get to see him play very much after that. Maybe, just one game at home, but that was it. So, yeah, and he was injured pretty much for the rest of the season. We saw him a couple of games during the preseason this year. However, though, it was announced that we have traded him to Fargo in exchange for a draft pick. So, yeah. And then another roster move that involves Sioux Falls. We decided to trade away a draft pick for defenseman Jake Delaney, yes, of Sioux Falls. So the blue line is getting a little more, a little more powerful now. So yeah, and that's the thing too, with all these trades being announced, and you got preseason predictions on how the season's going to do. There's this one main USHL group, league-wide discussion group, and many of them have Sioux City at the top of the West. So we'll have to see what happens with that later on down the season. So yeah, alrighty. So we got that trade over with. Now we'll head to Thursday. Now Thursday afternoon's game starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I will be out of school at about 4:10 p.m. Eastern time, and then when I get home and stuff, it'll be a quarter afterwards once I get completely settled back in at home. So we'll be on the air probably around then, a little bit earlier, a little bit later, who knows. But we will be back in time for the third period, I think, just to kind of have a little reaction and stuff like that to that. And then Friday night there's nothing, which is not all that new. However, though, Saturday, our main night of broadcasting sports for you here on RVN, that's not a thing. So, because Saturday I'll be out of town from like 5 in the morning to like 2 at night, or 1 a.m. at night. So, yeah, so I'll be gone pretty much all day long, which is going to suck ass, but that's okay. So, yeah, nothing Saturday night. However, though, we will compensate for that on Sunday with NFL, obviously, between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. We'll be on the air for that at 4:20 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll have the full game. So, yeah, that will be on Sunday. So, yeah, that's really all I got for this, little schedule of the week. Yay! No. But, yes, so Friday night, we have marching band at football, and then Saturday night we've got the competition. So, yeah, that's always fun. I hate the competition so much. But, yeah, hey, what can I do except for complain, and that's not a whole lot. And we still have not figured out what's going on the 28th just yet. We have, because since the 28th was like our homecoming dance, my band teacher is going to try and get us out of that competition, and since we had nothing scheduled for October 5th the next week, she was going to try and find a band competition from that week. At least that's what she told the parents. So whether or not she's wrong or she's right, I don't know. So, but we haven't even heard anything left of it. I mean, how it would be is if we were able to go to that competition and we would more than likely make finals, then we would have to perform. We would be the first band to perform, and I believe that's at about 6:30. I want to say that when the finals start, 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere in that window. And by the time we leave and put everything back together, it's going to be about 7 o'clock, between 7 and 7:10. I mean, obviously the Muskies game will be well going on. However, though, it's only less than an hour until the homecoming dance. So she's trying to get us out of that. She's been pretty good about that over the last couple of years. So, yeah, safe to say it should be interesting how these next 2 weeks transpire. What the actual... Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I forgot to give my mom the Fire Stick. She doesn't like watching Wheel of Fortune for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's a good show, but what can I say? Anyway, so yeah, that's big. Still no real news on that as of yet. Hopefully that will all be resolved by next week sometime. Who knows, though? Although I'm sure if something would have changed, we probably would have heard about it by now. But, you know, my band teacher has been sick over the last week. Ever since last Friday night's, not this past Friday night, but the Friday night before that football game, her voice kind of went downhill. And, yeah, so she's really been sick now for over a week and a half. And she's now, I think, starting to get better, which is good. So, yeah, so we should be good to go Friday and Saturday night for that. And then, yeah, it'll really come down to next Saturday in terms of... And we might do another separate, like, alone video on this. But, again, next Tuesday night. But we will just have to see. Because, obviously, we don't know what's going on or anything like that. Yeah, so, let's see, what else do I got going on? Oh, we are going to make an official announcement, because I am graduating from high school this year in May. We're going to do like a giant marathon graduation where it's going to start on Thursday, my last day of school, and will go until Sunday, the day I graduate. So, yeah, that Sunday night, after I get done, or get home, oh my God, when I get home from graduation, we're going to do a special 1-hour edition of The Ronnie Show, where I kind of, recap everything that, that I can remember off the top of my head happening in high school. I'm trying to now kind of keep a track of everything that, I know what's been going on, kind of like all the big major things, and kind of give all my thoughts to it and stuff like that. So yeah, you'll have that to look forward to. Obviously that won't be until May, so it'll be the 15th, the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Then we will have that graduation marathon. So yeah, we get an extra week to call some games. So yeah, that'll be interesting as well with Gigantic Series. So yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for joining us here for this kind of standalone video, and I will see you all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace.